Should people who are here illegally be allowed to get short-term driver's licenses? You will soon have a chance to vote on that change, but opponents say Oregon lawmakers are trying to confuse you with the wording on the ballot.
That's right. They're accusing lawmakers of making last-minute changes. So we sent Jessica Morker to Salem to get answers about what Oregonians will really be voting for.
Dan and Jenny, right now, opponents of all of this say that lawmakers are just trying to confuse you by last-minute changes to the language on this ballot measure. So I asked the lawmakers themselves, what does this law entail?
There are a lot of people who are saying that this is just an underhanded, last-minute attempt to get this language on the ballot come November.
I asked State Representative Jessica Vega Peterson about the language of the bill she and other lawmakers approved. It would ask voters to decide yes or no on whether a person should be granted a temporary driver's card as long as they can prove they've lived in the state for 1 year. Proof, she says, can be produced in the form of a utility bill or cable bill. And when I asked about the language,
all the hard work that we did in the last legislative session to get 833 passed, all of that is going to be provided to the voters, and they're going to have the clearest way of understanding what we did.
Last year, lawmakers passed Senate Bill 833, allowing a person to get a temporary driver's card. But due to opposition from opponents like Cynthia Kendall with Oregonians for Immigration Reform, a referendum was filed and is now on the November ballot.
Oregon voters need to know that we're putting a state-issued ID in the hands of somebody that we have no clue who they are.
Opponents say recently changed language on the ballot measure is meant to confuse voters who would assume that applicants are legal. It reads in part, establishes limited purpose duration driver's card for individuals who prove Oregon residency meeting driving requirements.
They've stripped out that somebody can't prove that they're in the country legally.
Supporters of this bill say it's a way to keep track of who drives on Oregon's roads here and boost the use of insurance. But opponents have strong feelings about it, especially when it comes to all the regular requirements it takes to get a driver's license. I'll have more on that coming up on KOIN 6 News at 5:30. In Salem, Jessica Morkert, KOIN 6 News.